Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that does resonate with the reading, take from it what will help you grow on your journey in life. If the reading, once again, doesn't resonate with you, I would not suggest that you listen to anything that doesn't make sense to you. If the reading is for you, it'll be for you from the beginning of the reading till the end. There's no in between on this platform. As my grandmother would say, it'll be for you from the rooter to the tutor. I am doing a Gemini reading. I hope everyone is doing well. When I shuffle the cards, I like for you to be able to see me. Not only do I like for you to see me, I like for you to be able to watch them as they fall out and I place them on the desk. It's so important. Most of you know what you're looking at and as you read the cards. Some of you need a little explanation of the cards. But let me tell you, there's no two readers are going to be the same. And if they are, that means somebody is copying off the other. But this is a Gemini reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I may not see all of your messages, so I do have backup tonight. My daughter is in the background. Her name is Alberta Butterfly. If I don't get a chance to respond to your messages, she will respond for me. Be mindful that she's doing me a favor to be able to see your messages, and she'll answer them to the best of her ability. I won't have her often because school has started. Geminis, let's talk about you first and foremost. Gemini people are very adaptable. Let's just say that. They can adapt in any environment. Good, bad, ugly, they can adapt. They are very adaptable. Remember, the reason why they are adaptable, and I know Geminis, you're going to get mad when I say this, but you are very, very cunning. Very cunning people. One thing about a Gemini is that they are talkative. Sometimes they talk too much, and that leads to gossip. Be careful with that, Gemini, because gossip can get you hurt. Let me just say that. And you may be a Gemini that can handle your handle. You can handle your business, but it's unnecessary to have to handle your business. Just stay away from the gossiping. You're curious, very curious about people, about people's business, about the world around you. You are curious in nature, but you're dual nature. That means you have a nice side and you have a side that's not so nice, that is very cunning, that likes to gossip, you know? But then you can be fickle at times, very fickle. But you like to observe. Gemini, people like you, believe it or not. It's you that push people away. People like you, but you push people away. People come to you. They tell you their business, hoping that you would give them advice. And then what do? You use that same information against that person. If you begin to have a problem with that person, you'll use it to hurt them. That's what makes you very cunning, right? So be careful with that, because people genuinely like you. A lot of people do. But you're always ready to collect all the information that you can. You store it away and you're ready to use it against the people who care about you. And guess what? You're wrong for that. Talkative, be careful when you talk, who you talk to, because that can lead to you gossiping once again. But you are spontaneous. You are very spontaneous in nature. So if somebody is dating a Gemini and you're a cross watcher and you're watching, they're spontaneous when it comes to dating. They like to do things on a whim, not so much to plan. They could say, you could be sitting at home watching a movie and then they'll say, hey, let's go to the carnival. And you're like, what? I'm not prepared. They're like, let's just go. Let's just do something. They are very spontaneous people. You know, this symbol is the twins. Dual personalities, right? But the twins are biological siblings who share a commonality while also expressing unique individuality. You know, Geminis, they are very mythological and cultural when it comes to traditions. The twins are a sign of being able to be dualistic. That's the yin and yang. A lot of people symbolize the yin and yang as being, oh my goodness, a twin flame. But Geminis are the yin and they also are the yang. They have these aspects about them that constitute the essence of whole. And a lot of people, we joke around about Geminis. We'll say they have multiple personalities. We'll say that you can't trust a Gemini. On one hand, that may be true for some Geminis. On the other hand, that may not be true. Geminis are always in two minds. And what I mean by two minds, they like a person. They want the relationship with the person, but then the other side of them, they think that the person is conspiring against them. And that could be just made up. This is what you're thinking in your head. So when you think that somebody is about to strike you, you strike without thinking. You strike, you use everything against them that they've shared with you during their deepest and darkest hours. And then you spread gossip and rumors about them. Not all Geminis, but 90% of you do this same thing. And it's crazy because you push people away. But then the other side of you is like, I didn't do anything. It was their fault. But then this other side of you, when you're alone and you think about it, you're like, damn, I fucked up. But then you're too stubborn to apologize because you've already cut a person's throat. That's the truth. Listen, excuse me if I get a little bit too deep. Let me just tell you that. You know, your planetary ruler is Mercury. And Mercury has the fastest orbit around the sun. Mercury was known for his role as the messenger of the gods. His counterpart in Greek mythology was Hermes. In astrology, Mercury represents the mind, communication, and language. Before you act, think. You are very spontaneous, but sometimes your spontaneity can harm you because you strike people who aren't going to strike you, but you feel like you have to be ahead. And there's nothing wrong with being ahead, 5 steps ahead, 10 steps ahead, but make sure that you're ahead in the right way. This sign is also an air element, which is associated with the agile energy of thoughts, observation, and logic. But you don't always use your logic in the right manner. Your logic, one side of you is like, strike them, cut them before they hurt you. But what if they were not going to hurt you? You know, you have this changeable personality, but you're very relationship oriented. You want a relationship. You want friends. You want relationships, but sometimes you destroy them because you think that everybody is out to get you. This is when your thoughts can hurt you, when you begin to overthink. Your modality is mutable, which has an affinity for the adjustments and finessing the stage of being creative. Mutable signs are flexible, adapted. They're like a chameleon, because one minute a person may think, "Ooh, Gemini is in love with me. Gemini will never leave me." Then all of a sudden you're like, "I can't wait for this person to leave. I'm done with them." But then you want them back. Then you're done with them. It's like you break up with a person, then you want them back, then you break up, then you want them back. And then what happens? You end up cheating. This is for some of you, not all of you. Instead of you really honing in and thinking about, do I really want to be with this person? Should I stop dangling them on a chain? Should I start communicating with them, letting them know how I truly feel about them? I did a Virgo reading the day before yesterday. I know 2 days ago. Virgos, they have a habit of diving in head first into a pool with no water. Dive in too quickly without checking. You dive in, want the long-term relationship, and then when you're in the long-term relationship, you don't want it anymore. A part of you tells you to stay, the other part tells you to go. And then when you're in the two minds, not being balanced, what happens? Some of you stray. But then you're holding on to the person that you're cheating on. And when they start to question, where have you been? What are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you so busy? Now you're mad at them. No, they noticed your changes. And this person over here that you decided to cheat with, they think they're the only one. The person that you've been with, they think that they're the only one. And then when you let go of one, you realize you let go of the wrong one. True story. I know this is somebody's story because Spirit is letting me know. We're going to get to this reading. I hope everyone is doing well. This is a Gemini reading. Listen, let me tell you, I wear glasses, so I may not be able to see your messages, but I do have my daughter in the background, and she will respond to as many messages as she possibly can. And she'll also let me know what was said later. I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm ignoring them. I just can't see your messages. I've already cleansed my space before I came to this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Gemini. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. We're going to ring the bell on this one, Gemini. We rang the bell on that one. What message do you have for Gemini at this present time? Thank you so much. When I was growing up, there used to be this hip hop song. And the words were, "You talk too much. Homeboy, you never shut up. You talk too much." Gemini, I just had to say that. You talk too much. You got to stop the gossiping. You know, male or female. Stop the gossiping, right? Because you lose a lot of people in your path. Good people, people that care about you, people that love you truly. You know, and you end up picking the wrong side. True story for you, Gemini. This is what I'm getting. We're starting off with the number 31. You could have been born on the 31st of May. You could have been born on the 13th of May. However, we have the number 31. This is thorns. When I see this card, I never look at the thorns as being something that's going to stop me, to prevent me from reaching my goals. So you see all of these thorns, but you also see openings. Here's an opening, here's an opening, here's an opening, here's an opening. You just have to figure your way out of that situation. So weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. Life is what we make it. Let me just say that to you first and foremost. Life is absolutely what we make it. We all have choices. Yes, things get in the way along our journey. Things that are good and things that are not so good. But you have to decide where you want to be. Do you want to be on the side that can be pleasant? Or do you want to be on the side that's always involved with some type of chaos, misery, strife, gossiping? When a person brings me gossip, I let them know, stop. Get head on. Because when you're gossiping to me, I need to know what you've said about me in the process. But good thing I get to hear people anyway before they come to me with the BS. I want no parts of it. We have transformation. This is the number 32. Flip it and reverse it. It is the number 23. You could be 32 or you could be 23 years old, but reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. I'm getting bitterness from a Gemini. I'm getting bitter. You're bitter about something. It's always easy to blame someone else instead of yourself, isn't it, Gemini? It's always easier to cast the blame on someone else. But you have to learn how to take accountability. Listen, I have to go where this is going. So there could be someone that's catching the attitude and be like, I know she's not talking to me. If you said that, yes, I am. I am absolutely talking to you, right? Because they always say a hit dog will holler. And a hurt dog will holler as well after he get hurt. But you have to make a decision. We're getting older. No one is reversing. No one is getting younger. We're getting older. And I call a person getting older after the age of 19. Because now we're 20, 21, 22, 23. Right? Teens are teens, right? But there has to be some type of balance once you hit that 20 mark. The life that you want to live versus the life that you don't want to be a part of. But you have to reach out for the power and the strength to make these changes. Do you want to always be in arguments with people? See, Geminis, one thing about you, you have this controlling spirit. And you can't control anyone, not unless you're a parent. And you can tell your child what to do. But when that child becomes an adult, you can no longer tell that child what to do. They'll listen to your advice possibly, but they're still going to make their own decision. You could be connected to a Virgo. Virgos, they had this same situation, but no one owns anyone. You don't own anyone. Just because you're dating someone, you don't own them. If you're married to them, you don't own them. You don't even own your own children. No one owns anyone. It's crazy to me how when I turn on, whether it be my YouTube, my TikTok, and I'm hearing stories that someone got unalived because they broke up with someone, let them walk away. Ego is a mother. You have to be able to control the ego. If somebody doesn't want me, man, I'm not going to beg them to stay. Let them go. Let them be who they are. If someone doesn't want you, you let them go. Let them be who they are, vice versa. But you have to decide, where do you want to be in life? Do you want the things that are good for you or the things that are not so good for you? Where do you want to be? Because the people that I know, they want growth. We have fire. This is the number 10. We have fire, right? Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. You have to let go of emotional upheaval. I had a conversation with my son like 3 weeks ago. And I said, I messed up. And he said, Ma, what are you talking about? I said, you're so fucking emotional. And he got an attitude. He caught an attitude. I said, you being around me all the time as your mother, I didn't teach you how to control your emotions. And that's what happens to a lot of young men. A lot of men, a lot of young adults, a lot of teenagers, and so on. When they don't have the balance of a male teaching them. I said, what I taught you was to be emotional and not to control your emotions. And he was like, I can control my emotions. He started yelling. He got upset and he hung up. Point proven. Because that was a conversation that was needed. Gemini, I am inviting you to the same conversation. You have to let go of emotional upheaval. When someone wrongs you, you don't have to be karma. Introduce yourself to karma and allow karma to handle whomever hurt you. Stop being the one that wants to be the winner of the argument. Stop gossiping. Because a lot of the times when you gossip, you fabricate the truth. That's just a nicer way for me to say that Geminis, you lie a lot. No disrespect to anyone. Do you want growth? Because growth is renewal. Everyone in this world has the opportunity to change for the better. Fire. You can let that fire continue to burn and never put it out. And then your world is going to be up and down, and never having something solid. Never being in the type of relationship that you truly desire. Whether it be with a significant other, whether it be with having friendships. Because there's always something that's going on in your world. But you never sit down and say, hey, it may be me. We have the number 21, flip it and reverse it. It is the number 12. This is the moon. And this is a full moon right here. We just had that, didn't we? But pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead with confidence. Move ahead confidently. One thing that you don't lack, Gemini, is confidence. You are a very confident person. Even when you make shit up, even when you lie, you're confident that no one is ever going to find out that you are the one that's lying, that you are the one that's causing a lot of the chaos and calamity within your life and other people's lives as well. But the number 21, let's speak about it, is a sign from your angels of advancement and success, which you can have, Gemini. The number 21 is all about unity, fulfillment, and happiness. So when you see this number, understand that it is an auspicious sign from your angels that you are on the verge of manifesting your desires on a large scale. True story. There are many ways that you may see this angel number 21 pop up in your daily experiences. But when you see the number 21, this could be a sign from your guardian angels to put your trust in them and keep your thoughts positive. Stop thinking that everyone is out to get you, that everyone is here to hurt you. You have to hold on and keep your thoughts positive, and you will be able to manifest your desires in every aspect of your life. Another way to look at angel number 21 is an expression of root number 3. So by adding 2 plus 1, basic math, you will end up with the number 3. Root number 3 resonates with vibration of creativity and completion. Completing a cycle of you putting to bed the drama that's been going on in your life, whether you gossiped on somebody or with somebody, whether you lied on somebody. It's time to put that part of you to rest. You're too old for that shit. So remember, when you see the angel number 21, it is an indication from your angels that you are able to create and manifest outcomes at a higher level when you let go of negativity. Your life is heading in a new and positive direction, having to do with teamwork or a creative collaboration of some kind. Let's sum the number 21 up like this. Whether this is a creative collaboration or your personal or professional life, it is sure to be rewarding and fulfilling, bringing you and your partner, if you're in a relationship, a great deal of happiness. You have to let go of the negativity. You have to let go of thinking that everyone is out to get you, because they're not. Thinking that I have to strike at them before they strike at me. Let's just face it, Geminis, you're nosy people. No disrespect, you are nosy, and it's okay to be nosy because that protects you. But sometimes being nosy can be your worst enemy, because just like you gossip, somebody can feed you the wrong information and you'll run with it and you'll spread that information. So being nosy doesn't always pay off, but sometimes it does. You have to be in alignment with yourself. Stop gossiping. Stop lying. And when you're hurt, instead of shutting down and wanting to crash out. Be open to speak about it. Talk to whomever you need to. But the reason why you don't like talking to people, because the same way you do people, you don't want people to do you the same way. When people come to you to talk to you and they share their problems with you, you use all their pain against them when you're mad at them. And you're afraid that someone is going to do you the same way. Understand that everybody isn't you, Gemini. But the number 29 is here. That means you're changing. This is the star. That means you want change. You desire to have it. Hard times are over. When the star comes out, that means that hard times are over. So look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. That's growth. At a certain age, people desire growth. People desire to be happy. At a certain age, you have to let go of the games. At a certain age, you have to try to get into alignment with yourself. You're the twins. You're the Gemini. It's like you have the good angel over here and you have the devil over here on this shoulder. But you have to balance it out. It's a must. It's imperative, because you begin to lose friends. You lose relationship when it comes to significant others. And you don't like to lose. We have the number 3, beware. I don't like to see this card come up, but it happens. Beware, be careful with who you trust at this time. That's a big one, isn't it? Because a lot of people thought that they could trust you and they couldn't. And now the shoe is on the other foot. Just when you're ready to change, when you want that happiness, and you're very enthusiastic about your future, here we go with these snakes. You have to beware of the people. You have to be careful of the people who you've talked about, who you gossiped about, and who you lied on. Because never will you say, my bad, I apologize. Yeah, I did that. I lied. I gossiped. You know, not you, Gemini. You are not going to apologize. You're like, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. But hear this. Now you have to be aware. You have to be careful who you trust at this time. Because now you want your life to change. You want your life to flourish. You want positivity to surround you in every area of your life. But then there are some people along the way that you have yourself destroyed, that you've hurt, that you lied on, that you gossip with other people about. So now you have to be careful with who you trust at this time. Not all the time do people have to be careful when it comes to other people. Sometimes you just have to be careful because karma is something that's nastier. Oh, karma could be a bitch. And karma can also be your best friend. It all depends on what side of the coin you're standing on. But now it's time for you to be careful. Not unless, let me tell you one way to stop karma. Apologize. Yes, I lied. That's it. Whether a person wants to accept it or not. Yes, I gossip. And that's it. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say, no, I should not have done it, because it's already done. Just say, yes, I did it. You confess up to it, and that's it. And if that person wants to forgive you, then accept it. And if they don't want to forgive you, accept that as well, because everyone is not going to be forgiving. But as long as you've done your part and you have apologized, karma could be for you or it can be against you. And I'd rather always have karma to be my best friend. We have the number 19, which is luck. Luck is on your side, Gemini. Luck is on your side. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities that lie ahead. So this is saying you don't want to play any more games. You realize that you've made the wrong choices when it comes to relationships as well. I'm not even sure if the past wants you, right? I'm not sure if the past person wants you back, because a lot of times people don't go backwards. People only want to move forward. Hint, hint, I'm one of them. But then there are people that wait around and they want another chance. So you can, if you want to, revisit the past, but there's a person or a situation in your life that you're unsure of, Gemini. A part of you is like, yes, I want them. Then that other part of you, because remember, this is the twins, the other part of you is like, I really don't want to be with them. And being that you have a stronger sensation that you don't want to be with them, that mind of yours is like, I'm a cheat. Simply walk away. It's better to do it that way. The number 19, we have to discuss it because this is luck. It's a good omen. It does suggest that now is a time of great opportunity and that luck is on your side. Absolutely. So now, right now, is a great opportunity. This is the time for you to take the initiative, Gemini. Do you want to do something new? Ask yourself that. So to do something new, you are going to have to let go of something old to make space for the new. And that can be challenging for some of you because you may want to let go of someone that you're currently in a relationship with so that you can make room for new. And then there's others of you who are single and you're thinking about revisiting the past. And there's others of you who are in a relationship and you're still thinking about a person from your past. But in order for you to have this new life, this happiness that you desire, you have to let go of something. Remember, to do something new, you are going to have to let go of something old to make space for it. And this could be challenging for some of you. In the tarot deck, the number 19 is linked to the sun in the original Rider-Waite deck. But right here, the number 19, we have the 4-leaf clover. This is luck. People look at the sun as being luck, right? But the number 19 is linked to the sun card, which is also a good omen. So you can have anything you want in this life, Gemini. But understand that you can't have everything. You do need to choose. There are so many reasons why you may begin to see the number 19, but here are 3 of the most common. Number 1, Gemini, stop planning and start acting. You've been planning an escape to get away from someone you're with right now. True story, I know this. Maybe you keep having a repetitive dream and then you start making plans, but you have been reluctant to act. Sometimes we stay in situations a little too long, and that can hurt us in many ways. Maybe, just maybe, you finally are taking the plunge and it involves some sort of risk. And so you haven't been ready to go all in, Gemini. But the number 19 reassures you that now is the moment that the stars are aligning for you. So now is the time to act. No, it will not be easy. You will have to work hard at getting your life in alignment and balance. We have the number 18, which is the lovers. You could be in a relationship right now, but pay attention to this lovers. The number 18. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. There are two paths ahead, and you must be true to yourself. What do you want? See, it's easy for some people to go and cheat. It's so easy to do that, right? I'm going to the store. I'll be back. It's so easy to go and cheat. I'm going to catch a drink with my homies, right? I'm hanging out with my friends. It's so easy. But you can bring home something that's unwanted, and it's not easy to get rid of some things. Let me just tell you that. Or you can cheat with the wrong person and they could become psycho, right? But there are two paths ahead of you. You have to make the best decision, but to do that, you must be true to yourself. Listen, I'm a married woman. My husband, he's online. He's listening right now. We are not handcuffs to each other. We are married. I love him. He loves me. We made a commitment. However, if at any time that he has a taste for something new, all he has to do is let me know. We're not handcuffs. He doesn't own me. I don't own him. For any reason, if I have a taste for something else, I'll let him know. But the one thing, we won't step out. We're always going to be open. And it doesn't hurt that I'm a psychic, so I get to see anyway. I get to see. You know, people have asked him, what is it like being married to a psychic? She could see everything. He'd be like, damn it, I know. But let me tell you, I don't understand why people cheat when all you have to do is have a conversation. I'm not feeling you right now. We need some time apart. Maybe we need to see other people. Or can we have an open relationship? There are so many ways to do this. You have two paths. You can stay currently where you are and keep stepping out on your person or thinking about stepping out on your person. Or you can simply let them go so you can have the life that you desire. Because I'm speaking to a Gemini who is not happy where they are currently. And there's a Gemini that's thinking about heading backwards, going to a past person, reminiscing about a person. Like, wow, I made the wrong choice. I chose this person over the person that I was with before this person because you don't want the person you're with. But you can have a clean slate, letting the person go who you're with without cheating and walking away clear. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. Absolutely be true to yourself. It's so important that you are true to yourself. We have the number 34, flip it and reverse it. It's the number 43, is unity. Gemini, you could be married. You could be married to someone. And whomever you're married to, you're thinking about walking away from them. You don't want them. Even if you're in a relationship, it feels like a marriage and you're ready to split, break ties, walk away. I'm just saying. I get a Gemini that's thinking about a past person. Like, I fucked up. I chose the wrong person. There's a Gemini who thinks it's easier to cheat when it's that much easier just to let go. But this Unity card, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. And Gemini, you radiate and attract great love. You do. That's why it's always easy for you to cheat with somebody. Because you are either beautiful or handsome. People genuinely like you. I said that at the beginning of the reading. Even with your toxic traits, your gossiping, your lying, people like you. I told you, people like you. And you radiate good love. People, when they see you, they're like, wow, I wonder if he or she is single. I wonder if he or she is in a relationship. You're not short of having your pick up the litter. You don't fall short of that. But your problem is you picked the wrong one right now. There's a Gemini here who feels like they made the wrong choice with this person. But there are two paths ahead, so be true to yourself. At the bottom of the deck, we have the number 9. This is the eagle. And when the eagle appears, you will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. You know why you're going to be able to do that? Because you have to be true to yourself. Who wants to be in a miserable relationship? Who wants to be unhappy? It's never fun to wake up with somebody that you don't like. That's not fun. To go to bed with somebody that you don't like, that's not fun when you're thinking about somebody else. There's a Gemini that's definitely thinking about a past person, a past relationship they were in. And there's a Gemini who's thinking about walking away and just starting new. They want a fresh start. They want a fresh start at life. The bottom of the deck is the eagle. If I went one more, we have the world, which is the number 36. Flip it and reverse it. It is the number 63. When the world card appears, that means you're putting an end to a situation and you're starting anew. So be open to new possibilities, Gemini, in all areas of your life. But in order for you to do that, you must be true to yourself. What is it that you desire? Because guess what? You can also try to make this relationship work if that's what you want. You can try to make it work if that's what they want as well, and you two are going to be committed or not. Or not. I'm going to pull a card to end this reading. I'm going to pull a card to end this reading. Be patient with yourself, Gemini. But don't forget, we have the number 3, which is beware. Be careful who you trust at this time. Even if you're thinking about walking away from someone, don't tell anyone. It's nobody's business. Because the person you tell may tell the person you're walking away from, and it can make it hard for you or difficult from you. I told you, I've seen so many stories of people wanting to break up with someone, wanting to walk away, and things have been happening to these people. If you're thinking about walking away, Be careful. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. You know, I hate to say this. Don't even tell your partner at present that you're thinking about walking away. Get your mind together. Get yourself together. And you have to do it in a safe way, male or female. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Gemini to close this reading. Tell me what I need to see. Thank you. Show me. Gemini, we're starting off with in other news to close this reading. Spirit says, pay attention to your dreams. Spirit is trying to deliver an important message to you through your dream world. Now may be a good time to get a dream journal. Pay attention to your dreams. I speak about this all the time. It's so important to do so. A lot of times when we're not open to hear, when we're not open to see, when we're not open to feel, to taste, Spirit has to get a message through to us in another way. And they do it through our dreams. Spirit always tries to get our attention. But if you are not paying attention and if you are ignoring the signs, they go about it in a different direction, and that's through your dreams. A lot of people can remember their dreams perfectly, and they don't have to write down their dreams. But then there are other people who are like me. They need to write them down. I can wake up, remember my dreams, and as soon as I say good morning to my husband, go to the bathroom, use it, wash my face, wash my hands, brush my teeth. I may forget my dreams that quick. That's why it's important for you to keep your dream journal. It's important to do so. Someone is trying to deliver a message and maybe to help aid you in this situation. So pay attention. Breaking news. Breaking news. If you've just went through a heartbreak, see, there's someone here that's thinking about walking away if you haven't already done it. If you've just went through a heartbreak, Spirit is here to remind you that pain is only temporary. Allow yourself to feel in order to heal, and trust that this too shall pass. And it will pass. Have patience. Some people can get over a breakup faster than others, and some people it takes longer. But have patience. This too shall pass. It's just like, right, when a person goes through a breakup, they think it's the end of the world until they meet someone new that's better. That makes them feel happy. That checks all their boxes. I'm just saying. Then you're over that person. Breaking news. Focus on the now. We often forget to live in the present because we are too busy dwelling on the past and worrying about the future. Spirit says to remain in the present moment at all times. We think about the past, the shouldas, the couldas, the wouldas. We can't change anything about the past. Then we think about the future and we're worrying, wondering, are we going to have enough savings to live throughout our old age? Well, some of us do. I'm older, right? So I do. We think about the future. Where I currently live, is this where I want to spend the end of my life at? Real talk. I'm 52 years old. You can't worry about the future, and you can't keep going back to the past. You have to be in the present. Being in the present will help you to accomplish so many things. Remain in the present and allow whatever is going to be to be. In other news, at the bottom of the deck, in other news, someone whom you haven't seen or heard from in a while will soon be making a reappearance in your life. This could be an old friend, an ex-lover, or a family member. I said that there's a Gemini here who's thinking about a past love. Let me just tell you something, Gemini. Even if you don't want the past person, just by you thinking about them, you are calling them in. True story. Have you ever thought about someone and then all of a sudden your phone rang and it's that person? Have you ever been in the grocery store and you thought about someone and you bumped into them at the grocery store and you're like, wow, I never saw you in here before? Listen, let me tell you, you can call situations into you just like that. That's the power of meditating. People can meditate when they're walking. Meditation is thinking. It's the power of the mind. Thoughts become things, right? A lot of people, when they meditate and when things happen all of a sudden, there's no pressure behind it. The only time when it takes us a long time to receive what it is that we truly desire to have is because we put pressure behind it. Imagine just sitting at home and you just think about someone, right? There's no pressure. A thought, simply. Then it becomes a thing when your phone rings. And it's that person you just thought about, but that was without effort. A lot of times we put too much stress when we try to meditate to manifest a certain outcome. Everything is in alignment with the way that we feel. Before you even ask the universe for whatever it is that you desire to have for yourself, they already know. But it's you that puts a pause on whatever it is that you desire. You put a pause, you stop, because you don't allow things to flow. Trust in whatever it is that you desire to have for yourself, that it is yours, and then it will come to you. Stop putting so much pressure on things when pressure bursts pipes. Think of it like that. Pressure bursts your meditations, your manifestations, and your desires because you put too much pressure. You have to trust, believe, and leave it. Trust, believe, and leave it, and allow it to come to you naturally. Geminis, you have two paths to take. You must make a decision for yourself, but you also need to be careful. Listen, you can still have the life that you desire, and you can have a beautiful life because it says that that's what you desire to have for yourself. And absolutely, the number 19, luck is on your side. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities that lie ahead. You are right to be optimistic, to be happy. And when you have those type of feelings, you're already calling in what it is that you desire. We have the lover cards here. There's someone that's in a relationship that they don't want to be in. But there are two paths ahead, so be true to yourself. And then there's a past person that's coming your way. And that's only because you've been thinking about the person. What if I didn't choose poorly? Because there's someone who obviously is thinking about, why did I choose person B over A? And it's not that you still want A, but you're like, wow, A was much better, but I chose option B. But that option A is coming in. They're coming to check to see how you're doing because you're actually calling them in every time you think about them. But just be careful because cheating can lead to a lot of things, right? That could be bad for you or bad for your person or even bad for person A because people actually think that they own people. And people actually hurt people when all they want to do is leave. So if you're thinking about leaving, do it quietly. Don't tell anybody. You know, don't tell anybody. Do it quietly so that it could be done safely. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This is a Gemini reading. I send to you nothing but love and light. Thank you for the new followers. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you most importantly for your time. Good night.